Well, I grew up on a farm in Missouri. There's a lot of like movement involved with farming. You're always, hiking to something, walking to something. Running was a part of life, but you didn't really think of it as like a workout, or it was just a means to an end. And to get from point A to point B, especially before I could drive or had a three-wheeler to ride around. I grew up just always playing sports, always playing outside. I really wasn't an indoor kid at all. I was always outside. Like, I come home from school, throw my books in the door, and I wouldn't come in the house even. I think that did mold who I am, because there's this deep need for me to be in nature. And then I found ultra running when I moved to Bend, Oregon in 2000. My first good friend in Bend, Oregon, Rod Bean, introduced me to ultras. I think the simplicity of trail running is what makes it shine, because it's fast and light. Well, I feel good, man. Like, the nice thing about 200s, it's not like we're hammering off the front. You're just kind of chilling.
Beginning of the 2024 Cocodona 250. Let's go.
There we go.
That evolution from when I got in it in 01 to like today, for example, 2024. It's a crazy progression, like so much faster, so much more technical, so much more like thinking about like tactics and just little things like getting in and out of aid stations as fast as freaking possible. It was kind of like pioneer days. I feel like we didn't even like carry like kits, in the mountains. It's just crazy how fast it's become. And how dialed in you have to be to actually race. It's cool to have been in that the whole time and competitive in it.
Jeff Browning, who is a favorite to take the top spot, 20-minute gap between him and the front.
Racing guys half my age now, to still like try to show up. I may not win something like UTMB or Western States, but I could be competitive in the top 10, and I can have fun that way, and I can push dudes and knock dudes out that are 20-something and say, keep trying.
He's looking back. He gave a little gander back. He knows Jeff Browning is chasing him down.
We got bacon. I just want eggs. Okay.
Nice, Jeff. How you feeling?
Nice day.
What kind of food do you need?
Yeah, man, luckily it wasn't crazy hot.
Way to go, man! Woo!
I think the cool thing about long ultra races, 100 miles and beyond, that it pays experience and knowledge and wisdom and patience and strategy. And that's what helps you compete at 52. If you're motivated to still do the hard work and show up to work every day, you can be competitive against guys that are like in their 20s. If you can like dial in your transitions, and you can dial in your nutrition and hydration and electrolyte balance and all those little things that help you fire on all cylinders the whole time, and those guys have some rough patches, it's like the tortoise and the hare.
What's up?
There's not very many sports that a 50-some-year-old can compete with a 20-some-year-old. Right? Or a 30-year-old in his prime. You don't see that very often. And that's what's cool about our sport.
That is our second man to hit Whiskey Row, Jeff Browning.
Dude, looking solid, bro. Go get him. See you guys. You!
And he's out.
Go get him, Jeff. The sport evolving into a more commercialized version of itself, I knew it was coming, because getting in the sport and understanding how cool it was, it reminded me of mountain biking in like the 80s, when it was like this emerging sport. It was super cool. It was like laid back, and it was like a bunch of cool people were there. And I knew that trail running had all those ingredients. As a marketing person and branding person for 20 plus years, an art director, like, of course this is gonna happen. It's just, I didn't think it would get so fast. And I didn't think it would get so deep. I didn't see that coming in my lifetime.
Right now, you are looking at your men's race leader, Mr. Jeff Browning.
Jeff, sometime during the night, passed early front runner Joe McConaughey.
I need the light, but I don't need all the other layers that are in there.
Yep.
I'm more of a lifer as far as like this sport goes, and I'm gonna be in it when I'm like going slow and socializing and hanging out at the aid stations when I'm old. Because I got a water crossing.
Yeah.
What shoes are you gonna wear? So socks and shoes. You have to be careful not to get into it for the wrong reasons, because you're not going to last that long in the sport probably. You're going to burn out, and I've seen a lot of burnouts, you know, especially in the elite fields. I think we need to do it for the right reason, and I think it has changed a little bit, you know, a little more I want to be seen. Some people really want to be seen, and they're like taking a lot of selfies and stuff like that, but it's still got its heart, and that's what I still appreciate about the sport. At some point you look back on your career and you go, whoa, I'm second most 100-mile wins in history, you know, 30 wins in 100 milers or 100 plus milers. Like every time you race, you learn from it and then you tighten a screw. Fast forward to today, I've done 5,300s. You know, I learned a lot in all those. Every single one I've learned something. I think that's the craziest part of like reflecting over a career of ultra running is all the places it's taken me, the cool, like wild places, like really amazing countries and mountain ranges and ecosystems. To reflect back over all those places I've explored because of running, because of trail running and ultra running, and like I appreciate brands supporting us as athletes, especially in the front of the pack where we spend a lot of time training and pushing it.
Well, you have an air-conditioned cot here.
That was a hard section. Everyone was so hot.
But the question is, where are we going to get sleep?
There's like a point in my 40s that I was pretty much talking about retiring from like active competitive racing. But the nutrition was a big factor. And that allowed me to just start going crazy on racing again, you know, and training hard and be able to handle volume in my late 40s and early 50s. So it's been a major factor for sure. Oh yeah! Dry feet.
Dry feet, man. Heck yeah. Awesome.
I think burning out faster because your nutrition is not dialed in is definitely a factor in our sport. If you're not giving yourself nutrient-dense real food, eventually you're at a deficit and you're gonna suffer and you're gonna burn out and something's gonna happen. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, get it.
Let's go.
What do you mean?
I don't know. They're limited. It's like a governor. You hear the wheeze?
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's going to stimulate your lungs, okay? We got a couple ideas to help out with the cough.
one of the key factors of my longevity, or my consistency, I should say, is planning and logistics and strategy. Like really thinking about that and then having the discipline to follow through with it during the race.
Showing the world what's possible, especially at the young age of 52 years old now.
If you want to do this type of sport long term, you want to stay out there, you want longevity, you really have to like embrace every piece of the so-called puzzle. Nutrition, hydration, gear.
We've got word from Matt Feldake, one of our producers here, that Heroldus Subertus is crushing the climb right now.
He wants me to go backwards up paper.
Heroldus Subertus has passed Jeff Browning here in the final 3 miles of the Cocodona 250.
Gary's spinning, Jeff is walking.
Yeah. He's spinning because he can't breathe. That's why he's walking.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
That's why he had to step off the trail. Dude. He caught me with 2 to go. I was about to pass out on downhill. I went so hard up Eldon. I love you. I can't.
You sure you want to walk it in?
Yeah, heck yeah. We're finishing. Dude, thanks for everything. I love you, man. You still have 2 to go. Literally on the climb into the back of Buffalo Park.
What's up next? Colorado Trail. Run the Colorado Trail as fast as possible. Get a record. Get the fastest known time. That's the next goal. Now I can go 250. I know I can do 250. Now can I do 500 fast? I don't know. We'll see. The finish line is not guaranteed at all. Like, especially the longer you go, you know? Like, it is not lost on me that the Colorado Trail finish line is maybe not attainable at the speed I want to do it. But it doesn't mean you don't try it.